Hello and welcome to the second round of the PDGA United States Amateur Disc Golf Championships presented by Discraft. We are at the Toboggan Course here in Kensington Metro Park in Milford, Michigan for this PDGA Major. Super excited to be part of this event, and I have on the mic with me Luke Taylor. How are you doing?
I'm doing good and excited to bring it for round two.
Yeah, we have a pretty hot score here from Robert from our round one. Lots of people congested for that second place, which you have solo of right now. Super excited to see Robert here. 1043 rated round one, super solid. He's going to be looking to carry that over. You have to take the elevator back up for our slow-mo today. There's Luke here, solo second.
And here we go, Sean Gilbert from Moy, Iowa, shooting a very solid round one, very smooth player. And Braeden sides.
Super excited to have a couple new faces on the channel. Always great to have that. And we have hole one, 477 feet, par three. Pretty traditional forehand if you have that 300-foot power, because it's so downhill you can get there. Or you can throw a backhand, mid-range, fairway driver, depending on whatever your best play is. Try to get in a circle from the tee pad. You actually cannot see those flags on the left there, so that's how far right you gotta get in order to attack the basket.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine we'll see Robert do exactly what he did yesterday and throw a forehand here off the tee. It's going to be interesting to watch you and Robert a little bit, because just watching game plans be repeated and seeing how they compare to one another.
Seeing how things change, if there need to be changes made, and Robert crushes this. This is looking the same as round one.
Yeah, super good. This is a little short, but he will be having a look at that. It'll be just outside circle two probably, or right on the edge of it.
Yeah, that's around 45 feet, 50 feet. And I'm changing up my game plan here, going to the sidearm. I think we had a little bit better wind today.
We did.
And I ripped this.
Round one was hotter. Round two was a little windier, but still really hot.
Yeah.
I was on scene today. I was not on scene for round one due to illness, but round two I was able to make it. And we have Sean here, and he's got a putter in his hand.
Yes, very flippy putter, just trusting its glide.
Do you know what that is?
I think it's a Warden, classic Warden.
Whoa, that is turning over.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes, that thing is still turning over.
He threw it so straight out of his hand, and then it just had this super light flip, and it was super cool to watch.
That was, wow. Holy smokes. Wow. I'm still flabbergasted. Okay. That's a shot apparently.
Mm-hmm. And here's Braeden. Don't know what he's throwing here, but pretty smooth and a lot of power on that release. Oh, and it's going a little too straight.
I don't think he's in danger of OB here, but
No.
He's going to be a little wide from having a birdie look. Yeah, he's going to be on the far side there.
Yeah, pass pin high but straight, and that's a really easy thing to do on this hole.
I wonder if they'll narrow the OB for this hole a little bit.
I don't really know, because the thing with this hole is obviously you can turn it over and all that stuff, but
Great upshot.
I don't really know if this hole needs OB. In my opinion, I don't really think you need to have OB on this hole. Obviously, things can change and
Float.
Yeah, I wasn't really trying to run that.
Just flutter right underneath the basket there. Here's Sean and Robert are the best chances for birdie here. Interesting. That looks like it was just a layup.
It was kind of a half run, but
Okay.
yeah,
Not super aggressive.
not what he was looking for, and
Ooh.
Robert just a little high.
Almost got that one to go.
Mind if I tap in?
Yeah, that would have been a really good two to start his round.
Yeah, we had 7 birdies total on this hole for round two. Playing just a little bit over par, plus .12.
Yeah, this hole is. Yeah, it's pretty easy to take a 3 here. 2 is a bonus. 4s aren't all that common. Par is definitely the most common thing you'll see.
4 is probably a bit of a misfire that trickles into the OB.
And Josh Taylor, my caddy, making an appearance.
Ooh, we got a pro on the bag. Okay.
Hole 2, par 4, 680. Super uphill, looking to put your drive to the base of the hill or far enough up the hill to get to the second level. making your footing a little bit flatter, you can attack the basket from there. Getting to the base of the hill with that flat footing allows you to attack it going up the hill as far as you can, and maybe even have a look at the birdie.
Yeah, birdie here would be super bonus.
Yes.
And we had talked about this in round 1. There's really 2 ways to kind of attack that birdie. If you have the power and try to get onto the level platform that's midway up that hill, you can try to do it that way so you can kind of attack it, or you just lay it up short and try to take the second shot and really power that one. Robert is having nothing to do with attacking that hill.
Although he could do it, this is
Yeah.
a much safer play just to get to that flat spot over there on the left, and he'll be able to rip one up the hill from there.
Yeah, this just seems safer in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I'm throwing the same disc as round 1, but I hit my line much better today.
Yeah.
Pushing that right side a little bit and getting to the middle, and that's just barely on the hill, so that's a little awkward footing, but not bad.
Not terrible, right? Are you you like that right side more than the left?
I just feel like I can get a little bit further in the middle, going
Gotcha.
to that middle, and I'm comfortable doing that, so that's just my play, and Sean puts that one right in the middle. Well done from him.
Yep, he's going to be on that hill. We'll see what he can do from there.
Braeden is putting a little bit tipped angle to the right on this one, which means he's probably looking to attack it a little bit. We'll see. Yeah, for
He
sure.
is going for this. It's got to hold that line, though. It looks like it's starting to stable out, and it is. Sit.
Yeah, that's doable for the 4 from there, but
Yep.
3 is almost out of the question as soon as you're out of position.
Okay, let's see if Robert can get on top of the hill like he did in round 1. So far, everything is according to plan. This looks a little wide.
Yes, and it gets through the first bushy one that you can see there, and it gets through to the second one, so pretty easy upshot from there.
Okay. Because it's pretty clear once you get past that second bush, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You are going for this.
Yeah, I want to see if I can get a look.
Oh, yes. Up the hill.
And I got to the top there. So
Okay. You're just showing everyone what you can do. I see you.
that was the idea.
Got to show up for the camera. Oh, it looks like a bit of a slip there. It's going to be hugging that right side. See if it can come back. And it does not come back in the fairway cleanly, but he should have an open look at the basket.
Again, that's an easy 4 from there, but not really a 3. In order to get a 3, you really do have to get to the top of the hill,
Ooh.
and that's still a 55-footer from there. This is going a little too far, right? That's going to be a scramble.
Yeah, he was just kind of, like you said, just a little bit too far out of position. Still was trying to be aggressive and get up the hill and try to swing a stable disc back left, but it just didn't have the time it needed to do that.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be on that right wood. He's going to throw in a 4-hand up now.
Well, this looks well done. Go in.
Go in.
Sits right there, though. Good ground play there he got, so that'll be an easy 4.
Looks like Robert's doing exactly what you said. He's going to take that right side of the... Yep, and he's going to put himself pretty similar spot.
And now Sean looks like he's going to try to putt this. Maybe not necessarily run it, but at least put it close.
Yeah, it looks like he's just parking it.
Yeah, a little bit of half bid there.
And that's honestly, I'm certain a lot of people have done that where they've just kind of ran that and left themselves too long and missed a comeback putt. So just keeping it safe. Come on. Ooh.
I really wanted to make that putt. That would have been such a good 3.
That would have been a great 3.
3 this all in my dreams, but in real life it's not going to happen today. I would have 3'd it if the basket was in the same spot from couple years back. They had it on an elevated pin position at the top of the hill.
Yes. And you would have been just past it, correct? You would have went by like 15 feet or
I
something?
might have even hit the base.
Yeah.
But they pushed it back and they just made it a par 4 with how good everybody's getting nowadays. The courses is being changed to make it a little bit more challenging. Especially after the 1800 that Paul Macbeth shot on that layout.
Yep, and they made some adjustments since then. Hole 3 now, 915 feet. OB on the left side of this fairway, natural OB on the right, but it's not really OB. If you find your disc in the woods, then good luck throwing out of that. There is a drop zone in case you do lose it. You really just want to land in this open space. You kind of see the long grass on the right there. Anything in front of that is a great drive, giving yourself a pretty doable up and down from that position. But wherever you go, you're trying to get into this attackable green. Stay away from the left side at all costs.
Yes. And if you go OB left, you will not be punished with going to the drop zone as well.
Yeah.
Drop zone is only for lost discs.
And
Robert went OB yesterday, so he's really looking to make the correction here, and it looks about
left.
the same, but he doesn't get the big skip this time, so he'll be just fine.
Yeah, and he's actually just short enough because if you get another 20, 30 feet forward, that hill kind of really makes footing awkward.
And this is a little bit high, but it gets a little bit extra flip, but it's still tracking towards that left side.
Hit.
And that's hit that weed line, and that rope is about a foot or two off the weeds. So I was in bounds there just by a few inches.
That'll work.
Little sketchy, but from there I will be able to see the basket too.
Yes.
So that's a really good spot to land.
Sean has been throwing a lot of flippy stuff. This does not look super flippy.
Flipped a little, but not enough.
Sit.
And this one does track out of bounds.
That was close, but not quite enough. Braeden here, hoping to avoid that same mistake.
I do like how much explosion he has at the end. He's taking that slow, controlled run-up, and then he gets all that power from that last second. And
this is tracking right. That's got to stable out of the woods. Oh, no.
Catches it, but it comes out through, and that's great.
You see
and the spotter's like, yeah.
Thank goodness. I don't have to go in there to find it.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. I did not see that before, but Robert almost got hit by that disc on the left there.
That disc was coming in quite close, and I told him afterwards that the disc almost came in right next to you, and he's like, oh, yeah, I couldn't hear it.
Oh, good. That focus.
He's got that focus. He's got a little bit of music playing in the background. What was really cool is that didn't affect his hearing really all week, and that was all week, and that was good. Because
this is starting to stable. This has got to stable out. Come on. This is going where you were at.
But this time it does track OB.
A little too far. Does not get enough hyzer on that and does not get it over. So he's going to be putting for par from where you were putting for birdie yesterday.
I'm going with that Yuli Raptor you saw me throw all last round.
I'm loving this.
This is looking just how I wanted it.
So that's the second play I've seen you change now. You threw a forehand up shot last time.
Yes, this time the right side was a little bit more opened up.
Okay.
I felt a little bit more comfortable, and I remember, like, on the way home, my mom was like, I don't really think you should throw a forehand there, and I was like, yeah, you're probably right, it didn't work. So it was like...
Sean with a decent bit up there. He's up there for his par look.
After going OB off the tee.
Braeden from... How far is this?
65-70. This is a really long putt.
Just outside circle 2?
Yeah.
Let's see if he can get a little lucky like his shirt says. No, just too much hyzer to begin with. You can see he's a little disappointed. He was in such a good spot, too. It's
frustrating.
Yeah, you always hate to see that. It looks like Robert's probably just about 40 feet here.
Yeah, 35-40 and a little too far left.
He did that yesterday, too. You can see him just... trying to figure out why that putt's going that side, but he's got lots of disc golf still to play, and he had a pretty similar start as well yesterday.
I love how smooth Sean's putting is.
He is effortless.
Yes. Effortless spin right to the pole. Very happy to pick up the 3 there.
Yeah, get a stroke. Feels good to get that on Robert as well. Get a stroke on the other guys. Or 2 on Braeden, but yeah. Robert gonna tap in his and
getting my round started the way I wanted it.
Yeah, you got to birdie a couple holes early here, so definitely what you want.
Most people just see a disc. At Discraft, we see over 40 years of innovation, driven by passion, consistency that inspires talent, built on a foundation designed for success. Over 4 decades of experience behind your first throw.
Hole 4, par 4, 580 feet. Pretty attackable. You're looking to throw this hyzer, sneak around those right side trees right to the middle. Ideally, you want to get past this first layer of these leafy trees, get into the middle, throw a forehand up shot. At least this is my play, right into the hillside, slide right on up there. And my play is stable new Kaiser, then forehand raptor into the hillside, scoot up that hill, and hopefully get that 3.
Yeah. Got that nuke in your hand now.
That stable nuke.
Oh, this looks a little wide.
Needs to get a little love.
A little bit of love. Yep, there it
Yeah.
goes. Here's Robert now.
Throwing that Halo Destroyer.
Yep.
He's a little left side.
Maybe a touch shorter than what he wanted as well. Okay, here's Sean.
Smooth.
Oh, yeah.
Hyzer.
Yep, I like the height. It's got to keep moving forward.
And that's a little bit long of ideal there. That's going to be
Yeah.
a tricky upshot.
This looks a little inside. It's got to miss those trees.
I think it misses those and it gets a little left right around where Sean's landed.
Yep, sure did. We'll have some interesting plays up there. Might need to just lay up as well.
Robert splits this gap just the way he wanted to, I think. And he caught something there. A little bit too far left, maybe.
Yeah, I think he caught a couple early branches and didn't quite get where he wanted.
I don't know what Braeden's landing up here. We'll see.
Yeah, he looks like he's trying to go around it here. Yeah, he is.
Oh, no.
And a bit of a misfire there. That's the danger of going that side. If you're going to go that side, I think you have to go higher and something softer as well.
Yeah, and here's my drive. Got my Yui Raptor here again, and it skips up there nicely, and that's just how I want to play the hole right there.
Yeah, that looks great.
It should be an easy 3, I'd think, unless I missed that. That'd be a shame.
And I think Sean there kind of got stuck in a bad spot. Couldn't really get super aggressive without maybe going roller. And if you're a person like me who doesn't have a strong roller game, you just kind of got to pitch out to the best spot you can and go back to what you know. And he does a beautiful job of just laying up there, and he's going to have a tap in 4.
Yeah, that was another thing that really impressed me about Sean's game was how he always did the smartest thing.
Yeah.
He always took his medicine when he needed to and didn't take any extra strokes.
Yep.
Robert trying to give this a bid, and he catches the rim and rolls. Stop rolling.
It's not. Okay.
It slows down right there, and that'll be like a 25, 30 footer. But right back to Robert. Oh, and he hits it dead center.
All right. Without a doubt.
Not the start he was looking for, but he's definitely happy to make that putt. Good putt from Braeden to save that par. Really well done.
Got Sean here, also saving.
Yep. And I have a tap in here for my 3.
Yes, sir. Getting another stroke on the card. It's got to feel good.
Yeah, I'm just trying to tell myself one hole at a time, play your own game.
Yeah.
Just keep it under control.
Hole 5 now, 480 feet, tunnel shot. It's not as wet as his drone is indicating today. You really want to play off the dirt if you can. You're throwing it down, real straight shot, and using that ground action to try to get into this attackable green. Just really don't go left or right. And if a bad kick happens left or right early, it'd be one heck of a save if you can even do that.
You're probably looking to pitch out and take a bogey, because getting through that left and right side is 1 in a million. It's really difficult off the tee. I've got my more stable Undertaker. This flips a little, but not enough.
Dang.
It was so close to so good, and
I was
it just
tracking.
caught that tree.
Is this that eagle again?
I believe it's an eagle. If I had to guess,
It looks pretty thin rimmed.
either an
Yeah, it
eagle
is
or
an
a
eagle.
T-bird, I would think it's an eagle. throws it a little bit higher than yesterday, maybe not trying to get as much ground play. This is tracking nicely, but catches the exact same tree.
that donut is standing currently right in front of.
Yes.
He was trying to get that donut hole in one.
Yeah.
That one would have hurt. That was a
Robert's discs pack a punch.
Sean again looking like he's not throwing something flippy enough. He's been throwing quite a few flippy discs. That needs to land in the fairway. Yeah, friendly roll.
Yeah, a little bit too much hyzer for how stable that disc is.
Mm-hmm.
But good roll right to the middle. Let's see what Braden's got here. On a little left. And he gets through. And it's turning. And it holds that turn pretty nicely.
Wow.
Gets all the way down the hill.
He's going to be off to the side a little bit. I don't know if he's got a real two-look from there, but he will be most of the way down the fairway. That's quite fortunate.
Should be able to save that. And Sean unfortunately catches a tree on that right side. But he should be able to save the 3 from there. And I'm trying to go with this wide lane forehand turn over here with my jawbreaker zone. And I hit it just the way I wanted to.
Wow. Played a little sneaky around the trees. Looks good. 2 feet from the basket.
Yeah, 3 on this hole is definitely something I'm happy with from out of position. Robert's a little too high on this bid.
Yeah, but he's going to be safe. Yeah, this hole plays as the 4th easiest hole on the day, and
Really?
it's still...
Oof.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. That is wrong. I'm looking at this upside down. It is the 4th hardest hole of the day. Excuse me.
Okay.
And it plays as plus 0.4, so almost half a stroke over par. I imagine a lot of that is people getting stuck in the woods early and unable to save their par.
Definitely not a lot of birdies. A bonus birdie for sure.
In fact, there were only... Oh, there's quite a few, actually. 12 birdies on the day.
Wow, that's impressive from the field. They capitalized there.
Yeah.
Sticks right in there.
That'll work. Robert here also needing to clean up his par.
He does so well. Not the start he wanted, but he hasn't made any real major mistakes yet.
Yep, so there were 156 people in the field for this particular event, or at least on this day. So that's a little under 10%, about 8% of the field getting a birdie.
Yeah, 12 birdies in the day. This is definitely a bonus birdie. You really, really want
Talk about a bonus birdie.
this one. Hole 6, par 4, 519. I feel like definitely playing further. I don't know, maybe it is further even, because this hole is a 2-shot hole. You want to throw like the backhand flex line, get to before this valley, and then throw over it. Hopefully land it pretty close to get your luck at a 3. A good 3, not a bad 4 as well.
Yeah, I mean, you had a spectacular drive in the distance area, and you're probably going with the similar
Same disc, similar line, a little
higher.
Little too turned, and it gets that. Oh man, that's unfortunate.
You kind of got caught up in those weird vines.
That was gonna be in a really good spot if it hadn't caught those.
Yeah, that was looking really good, even better than yesterday's maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Just like position-wise, at least.
Position-wise, for sure. Wouldn't have been pinched up against a tree. Robert also throwing the same disc.
What is that yellow thing?
I believe it's a TL3.
Gotcha.
Turns it a little too much, but he'll also have a shot from there.
Guy's kind of correcting from yesterday a little too much and pushing that right side now. See if Braeden can correct here.
Gets around that one, and this is looking real nice. Oh, it's a little too far right.
Yeah.
I thought it was about to start panning.
Whatever it is, it's very understable. Or he threw it really hard. I think a little bit of both.
I believe this looks like a pretty slow fairway, maybe even a mid from Sean.
This looks a little wide.
Yeah.
This has got us get through some stuff, and it does
Catches it.
not.
That's going to be a scramble from there. A 4 from that position is not bad.
I imagine he's probably going to try to lay up into the fairway. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing here. Putting himself Dead center. Yeah.
Putting himself in position to attack from there. Really smart player.
How many guys have you ever seen would try to throw that and put it in the valley or put themselves in
I
a
know
worse
I
spot?
would. I can tell you that. I'm not one to ever lay up and take my medicine, and that can cost me sometimes.
For sure. But sometimes being aggressive can save you some strokes too.
I know Robert doesn't like laying up either. He catches something, gets him in the valley. Should be a pretty easy four. Braeden doesn't like laying up either.
He hit the gap he wanted, but the disc he had was just a touch too understable, I think, and never really had a chance to come back. This is the zone?
This is a super overstable distance shot. That's a flick.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I just didn't quite hit the gap I was going for. That was my aggressive side. They're trying to manage a 3 from a spot where a 3 is not really the thing you're going to get.
Right. He's got some MVP thing in his hand now.
Yeah, I'd imagine like an Envy or something like that.
Ion maybe.
Yeah.
Something slow. And, I mean,
yeah,
he was in a non-threeable position, lays it up in the fairway, and he's going to take his 4. And it's going to be
super
easy.
for her. And even with getting aggressive there, I'm still going to have a pretty simple shot into the screen to save my 4.
This looks clean.
Yep. I did what I wanted to, put it close, and that'll be a very easy 4. A hole I'd like to get a 3 on, but not one that I'm upset with a 4 on.
Plays slightly, and I mean that, slightly easier than the previous hole, actually.
Really?
I'm just a little surprised by that for this today. Robert a little short there on his upshot.
Yeah, trying to jump putt, I believe, a rock up the hill, trying to get that distance.
Braeden with the jump putt. Yeah, he knew immediately as soon as he let it go.
That's one that you're not too upset with leaving short,
Yeah,
because
that death putt.
going long is not good.
Oh, never mind. Robert doesn't care. He's going to bang it from there anyway.
Yeah. Robert makes circle 1 putting look really easy. He doesn't miss a lot from circle 1.
It looks like he's having a really slow start, but really he's just kind of missed a couple birdie opportunities.
Yeah,
And
so I'm happy with my start, and it's only like 2 better than his. Like 2 down through 6, really good. 3 down is ideal for me. Because I know 5 is a bonus. I would like to get this hole if I can.
Women are being featured in the magazine.
The women are out there, the pro women, so then it kind of motivates a lot of us amateurs to go out there and not be afraid.
I would love to see more tournaments like this in the future for women's disc golf.
I want to see more women filling spots in a tournament than men. That'd be something to brag about.
Disc golf's legit, and we're here to stay, and we're gonna make names for ourselves.
Say yes to disc golf!
Hole 7 here, 667 feet. You see where this guy's walking right now. That's me, if you didn't know. Flying the drone at the same time. We want to take exactly where the drone is, land in this particular fairway here, gives you a tunnel shot right towards the basket. Throw a putter from there, maybe a mid-range, straight up at it. Use the hill if necessary to kind of scoot it up towards the basket if you have something a little faster, and try to take your 3. This is, in my opinion, I think this is more of a must-get for you guys. Of a par 4.
With our distance,
Yeah.
I would hope this is one that you're looking to get. I've got my pretty straight nuke, and it needs to get left. This is coming in a little bit right of what I want.
Come on, get a kick. Oh, it does not.
It does get a kick the wrong way.
I should have been more specific. I apologize, Luke.
No, it's okay.
It's clearly my fault that I told it to kick.
It's in the past.
Got Robert here. Looks like, is that Thunderbird or is that
Halo Destroyer?
Okay, that's the Destroyer.
He's not particularly happy about this, but it fights through to the top of the hill, so you'll have something from there.
Friendly kick. Got Braeden here.
Cloud Breaker from him, I believe.
Ooh, okay. 1 or 2?
It's a 1.
Okay.
Yep.
Even better. This is on the inside. It's got to stay right. It doesn't.
It does not.
That's a dangerous spot to be in. You can see that really clustered tree there. That's a rough spot to be in.
Yes. And Sean, hoping to get something going here, kind of needs a slower start than he would like.
This is looking okay. This is
it needs to get a little left, but it should be okay. He catches that tree and starts the slow roll.
Bye forever.
All the way down the hill.
Wow, and you guys are just, well, we see where it landed.
And I just gotta give a shout out to all my card mates all weekend, because everybody was super chill as he turns around and throws the best shot
my Lord.
of all time.
Apparently he meant to roll it into the perfect position.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. That is an incredible shot.
And Robert, like I said, still has something. And he throws it a little too far right and catches that tree.
Yeah, he'll have a long look, but it'll be easy up and down.
Yeah, and from here...
This looks tight.
Yeah, and I just couldn't get the power that I needed to get all the way up there.
Yep. Another up and down, long look probably.
Yeah. Easy 4.
Got Braeden here. He's a little farther forward than I thought he was. It'll be interesting to see how much he can attack. This looks actually pretty good. Oh, wow. Yeah, that'll work. Give himself a 3 look from a really bad position.
I don't know if we might have missed one of his shots. I'm not sure. We'll see. Because that drive got really far up there, if that's where his drive landed. I can't remember if he had a 4 or a 5 here.
Got Robert with his...
Pretty much just an approach.
Yeah.
Not really trying to run it. And I was trying to give that a bid.
Yeah.
It's a pretty safe one to run.
Yeah, you just left it real soft in the center there. Well, how about he makes this and we'll find out.
Yeah.
No, not quite.
A little too far right there.
That's a tough spot. You got a lot of stuff to do today. Luke with the tap in. Nice and easy. Robert with the tap in.
Sean with the tap in 3 from the worst position.
That's
crazy. It was quite incredible. That was Braeden's drive. That's crazy.
That was a great spot for him to be in.
That was a crush of a drive for them.
Yeah. Hole 8 here. Well, how about you tell us about this one, Luke?
Yeah, par 4, 500 feet. You want to push your drive as far left out this gap as you can, considering there's no OB on the left side. You have no boundaries. Get it as far left as you can there. Second shot, you're looking to throw a turnover backhand, and if you are as far left as I'm saying, you can even maybe throw a sidearm up into this green. Sidearm would be ideal, as it might sit better. Backhands tend to cut roll if you don't have the angle right.
Yeah, you got to match that hill.
Yeah, very crucial with angle control here.
The hole plays almost exactly to par, so this would be a stroke on folks if you can get it. And Sean there did the one thing you got to do, which is miss that tree.
Yeah.
And hit that gap, but he's unfortunately going to kick to the right. He'll probably be able to save the 4 there if he kicked forward still, but...
Mm-hmm. I've got that Raptor from yesterday.
Yeah.
Throwing it again here. It does.
Get up the hill.
Same thing.
Exact same spot. Well, at least you know what you have to do from there.
Yeah, not turn it over too much, but we'll see if I can make the correction today. And Robert throws this a little too far left and catches that tree. That's going to be a scramble from there.
Yeah. Not what he wanted to do.
Yeah, his start hasn't been what he's wanted, so we'll see what he can do from there. Braeden, little high.
Oh, nicks that tree branch.
Gets out to the fairway, though.
Yep, that's the important part. He's out past the gap and in an attackable position. It'll be a really big shot, but it'll be a attackable position.
And Robert makes a good out right in the middle of the fairway.
This even though he's outside the fairway, he did get past the gap. This is an enormous shot, like still 400 plus.
Yeah, he might have even almost wanted to go around the right side there. I know Paige Pierce did that last year from the short tee. Try to get up there for a look.
Oh.
But that was a very good shot from there. He 45, 50 footer there for a birdie.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, Braeden. See what you got here. Backhand. I'm kind of surprised to see a backhand. We saw him throw a forehand on hole 1. He clearly has the power, I think, but maybe
from there it's playing like 400 feet. So
okay.
It's quite the crush from there with how far uphill it is. I know I would probably do what he did, and I'm throwing my hawk here. I did the exact same thing, but it gets through a little bit better today,
Yeah.
all the way up into circle 1.
That'll work. That's not exactly what you were looking for, but gives yourself an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Get another stroke on Robert potentially.
So quite a bit of angle, but it's starting to fade out beautifully. Oh, and it catches that tree.
That would have been really good.
Yeah, 40, 45 footer though. Not what he's looking for there.
Sean, right along the wood line, is going to give this a safe and healthy bid right over the top of the basket. He's going to have a tap in.
It keeps it close.
All right, let's see a circle 2. We don't have Evan on the card today, but to make all those circle 2 putts for us, let's see what Braeden can get us started.
Oh, he does. I
Yes,
didn't
sir.
know he made that. That's cool. Great putt there from Braeden.
Yeah, good save for his birdie. Here's Robert.
Oh my gosh.
no.
And there's that middle right side.
And honestly, in my opinion, a little lucky, a little fortunate for that not to catch an edge. This is a pretty steep hill.
Yeah, I think he's just mostly upset he missed it though.
Sit.
Same thing for
Sit.
me. That could have
Dang
rolled away easy. I'm not happy because that putt's for the lead
Oh
for the
yeah,
time being.
because that would have been a 2-stroke swing.
But I mean, I'm still tied with Robert, so nothing to get too frustrated about.
Yeah.
I'm
Missed
doing what I set out to do at the beginning of the round.
Right, just get those strokes back and make it a game, and you have done so in the front 9 too. So very interesting to see how Robert will react to this as we head into hole 9, 462 feet. You're going to see the drone go over the top of these trees. That's the line you're probably going to take. You want to throw a big hyzer over the top, let the disc fade left really hard, let that go for forever as often as you can. Honestly, big arms are going to want to play a little bit of plinko with these trees. Try to get it to land underneath the basket if you can. Otherwise, you'll probably land a little short when you hit those tree line, and then you'll have an uphill run at it. Those are probably the most common plays you'll see from this card and from most cards at this event.
Braeden gives this a good pull. It looks maybe a little left, but not bad. No, it catches those trees and gets a little roll though.
That's a decent putt. That's inside 60 feet, circle 2. So,
Yeah.
And it's so uphill that it's safe to run. You can just be as aggressive as you want.
Yeah. Sean, Mr. Smooth here.
Also hitting the same trees pretty much. He's gonna be a little bit farther back though.
Yeah.
The dead ones come out a little more than that tree line. So if you hit
yes.
those ones, you'll probably be farther back. I've seen a couple really big arms just leave it really high and try to attack over the top of those trees, but it's a huge shot.
Why does it roll backwards? But yeah.
Because the disc golf gods hate everyone on this hole.
Yeah, on this hole.
Got Robert here.
Throwing that Halo Destroyer. This looks a little inside out of his hand. But it catches that tree and kicks him to
Wow.
20.
All right, we'll take that.
Well thrown by Robert. Yeah, he'll have like a 20, 25 footer there for his birdie.
Yeah, and
Very well done.
yeah, it's a bonus birdie for him, and one he really needs right now. He's had, at this point, it's a very slow start.
Yeah, Robert not happy with his start.
Yeah. He
Parring
wants-
the first 7 and then bogeying the 8th is not something Robert is really happy with, acceptable with, whatever word you want to use there. He's going to want to turn it around. Yeah.
Oh, no. Sit. Stop that. Stop that.
It gets me to 20, but that tree is right in between me and the basket, and I can't really straddle to the left of it or the right.
The
so,
crooked one you talking about?
So yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Because
Oh, another great bid from Braeden. Couldn't quite get the back-to-back circle 2 looks there, but... Okay, this is a pretty big putt for Robert to get himself back in a groove.
very big momentum swing here if he can hit this. Great putt.
Yeah.
Good birdie.
Good straddle. Waves to the crowd.
From here, I have to do this little Annie putt. And it's
Yeah, you can see you're uncomfortable right there.
It's a little awkward, and
Oh,
I knew I
no.
missed it the second I threw it, and I'm not happy about that at all.
Just like that, a 2-stroke swing right back in
Robert's favor.
Robert's favor, yeah. And you went from tied to down 2, but still in the hunt here. It's anyone's game still. We have lots of disc golf to play. We have Sean still to clean up and Braeden. Sean makes it easy. We got Braeden to clean up as well. Definitely an interesting front 9. Most of these guys shot, the hottest in round 1. depending on how aggressive, you'd hope to see a little more green here, but you being the only one under par so far.
Yeah,
So,
and all of us have a bogey.
yeah, so hopefully we can, get that cleaned up here in the back nine, and you can be a little more aggressive, and we'll see how that goes. But thanks again to all the Patreon supporters that help us provide coverage, and for everyone at this event for letting us come out. And Luke, I look forward to doing the back nine with you.
Yeah, for sure.
See you then.